Yeah.
Okay.
Hello everybody. Today I have here with me my big friend Jardel Evaristo Behs. He was born on June 6, 1971, a good time ago. Star sign Gemini, soccer team Internacional. The word of the day is peace. The slogan Never Say Never, and the band for today is Easy Top. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, my friend.
How-
Just one corrections in your
Sorry.
and you present me. Jardel Evaristo Behs,
What
not best.
Did I say best?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking best and I made a combination of words. Best. Thank you for the correction and I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Let's go.
Let's go. Terrible way to start the conversation. Jardel, what is quality?
Quality for me is the one thing that you need want every day. For me, it's very simple. You need quality in the first moment, in the first time that you do anything.
Okay, excellent. Very good.
Okay.
Your question for me.
Well, my friend, I have a funny question. Please,
Okay,
don't worry.
okay.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
Every day I see ghosts.
Every day.
Not the ghosts that we see in movies or the imaginary ghosts. I see some people that look like ghosts sometimes. You know?
Yeah.
You see, my God, it looks like a ghost. But the ghosts that some people see, like in the imagination, or vultures walking around, I've never seen. Thanks
Yeah,
to God,
this-
and I don't want to see it.
The imagination is the problem.
Yes, I think it's just in the imagination of people. But sometimes there are some real ghosts, people that you see, and this is like a ghost. You know?
Okay.
My second question for you is it possible to reach a production that is 100% efficient?
Yes, depend of your target.
Okay.
It's possible, but every day the people have time to production. In our case, we have 528 minutes to produce our shoes, and then we need to separate little bit time because people need to go to the bathroom, people have tired along of the day, because when you start the day, people have a motivation to start the job.
Yes.
But in the final of the day, people are very tired, in slow motion,
Okay.
and then we decount 25% around this, and then 76% is our target, and then this is possible to reach, but 100% is totally impossible in my opinion.
Okay. And it's clear that why it's impossible.
Yeah.
All right. Your second question for me?
Well, do you like singing in the shower?
Yes, I love it. It's the best place to sing is the shower. I don't know why. The voice is good and the surrounding is good. So yes, when I am
It's acoustic
the
surrounding
acoustic,
vocal.
that's the word I wanted. The acoustic is perfect. It looks like, wow, I sing very well. And nobody complains, which is amazing. So I love doing that.
Totally appropriate
Totally.
to improve your
Singing skills.
Your singing
It's
skills.
totally appropriate. My third question for you is how long time have you studied English and what is the importance of this skill?
Well, I studied English a long time ago, but I started and they stopped. I started and they stopped. But in the last 3 years with you, and in the last 3 years in the CCAA school, I studied English the last 6 semesters, and then this year I will to finish. I will to graduate.
That's right.
In the Master Skills English of CCAA. This is my target.
Very good, and congratulations.
But well, why is important? Because English is a global language. Every day, our people to communicate in English. When you go to Germany, when you go to China, when you go to a lot of countries, you need English. And then it's important for me and important for our people.
Okay, excellent. Your next
Business is English. A part of the business is English.
That's correct. That's correct. This language is the language of business.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well, my next question: do you think to marry? When? And when?
It's a question with a second question. I think about this, but I imagine I will not marry in the conventional ways that people did in the past. Nowadays, things are very different, and I am already 28, next year 29. And so I don't imagine marrying. But if it happens, or if the other person I'm with wants to marry, I don't see any problem. Not because I see any problem. It's not my priority, it's not my dream, no. But if I find
But you think?
I think about this, yes, I think about this. I don't consider it necessary.
Okay.
I believe in adapting a new lifestyle, having a person maybe even living in separate houses and doing things together, because nowadays we have little time and we travel a lot.
This is a modern life.
It's a modern life. It's a very modern life. I'd rather invest in myself, in my projects, in my plans, than investing in a strict married life. However, I still have some old ideas about respecting one person. If I am with one person, stay with that person, but not necessarily marrying. No, I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay.
So I don't have a when for you, suppose. My fourth question for you is, what was the best country, or what was your favorite country?
Well, working in Paquetá, I have a few possibilities to travel
Right.
in the world. I visit China, I visit Vietnam, I visit Indonesia, I visit Germany, I visit Italy, I visit Argentina, I visit Dominican Republic. But the best for me, I have a small opportunity when I went to Italy to visit Pisa. Pisa for me is a wonderful city, and I don't. Pisa is when a city when you stay in this downtown, when you stay in this local, you see the environment. It's very impressive for me and for all people. And then I consider my travels. Italy is the best. Okay.
Okay. Good, thank you.
The next, do you have a lot of friends?
Yes.
And okay, you have a lot of friends.
Yeah,
I have a lot of friends too, but in a few you have a special and a good friend and other friends.
Right.
And in a few moments, your friends, it's possible, talk something that you don't like,
Yes.
and the behavior it's not a good in the in your company and your other friends. What your opinion or what your behavior when your when your friends have a inappropriate behavior in social occasions,
Very
for
good.
example?
Okay, excellent question. It's important to observe and to point that when I say I have a lot of friends, I'm talking about casual friends. Everybody has a lot of friends. But when it comes up to the real good friends, the best friends, I can say I have a few best friends, because in order to have the best friends, the really good friends, you need time to develop the friendship. And it's normal to have conflicts with the people you live most of your time, especially with the friends. So yes, we have conflicts, we argue, we fight, we have problems. And the form I use to deal with that is to remember that I am a person filled with flaws, with problems and difficult behaviors. I understand it is difficult for my friends to be friends with me because I am a difficult person. So the best form to deal with that, to understand, is comprehending the other person, understanding, talking, accepting the differences. My friends and I, we are very different in personality, very different. So it's it's a difficult lesson to learn. Especially when we stay a long time together, we fight a lot, we have arguments. But it's amazing, it's good.
But in your opinion, we need to tell your friend when this guy or this girl have inappropriate behavior?
Yes, we have to. When you have a real friendship, you can be open with the other person. It's not going to destroy the friendship. And the person will understand and will listen to you. Maybe you will fight with the person, you will have a bad moment, but in the end, the friendship continues, independent of the situation. And yes, you have to talk. If it's your friend, you have total freedom. You don't need to say this in a serious conversation. You can make it as a joke.
Okay.
You can fight with the person, there's no problem. You will have the situation, you will make out later. There's no problem.
I agree with you.
My final question for you is it possible to motivate people?
For me, it's possible to give a motivation, like to give a new project, to give a skills for deal today's situations, or to deal with this new project. But in my opinion, motivate is one thing that you have inside your body. Motivate is one thing that you have or not have. For me, it's very simple, because it's possible you are motivated to work, you are motivated to marry, you are motivated to walk, you are motivated to run, or you need to have motivate inside. For me, this is very simple.
I agree with you. It comes from the person. It's impossible
It
to
comes
say,
from
hey,
the person.
Here is motivation, Jardel.
Yes.
Now you are motivated.
Yes, it's impossible. This is impossible.
All right, excellent. You have one more question for me?
Yes, the last question. Do you like sport games, or what kind of?
Yeah, I love sports, but not competitive sports like soccer, volleyball, or basketball. I don't like to play myself. I think it's very important that people practice sports. And the sports I love are running, walking, going to the gym, and dancing. I love dancing. So kinds of
You love dancing alone, or you love dancing with
somebody
If,
else.
uh,
With somebody else.
a girl?
With a girl, of course. I can dance alone, no problem. It's good for the body and for the mind, like meditating. But I prefer dancing with a girl, of course. It's much better. And it's a sport. You need a physical condition in order to do that. And but I prefer sports where I can establish my time, my target, my focus, like running. If I want to run now, I go and I run as long as I want. It's easier to adapt my schedule to those sports. Going to the gym, I go when I can and I stay there for as long as I want. If you play with groups, you have to respect time, you have to be in the same mood as the other guys. So I prefer individual sports.
Okay.
All right, my friend.
All right.
Thank you so much for this
Thank you.
conversation. Jardel, Evaristo, Behs.
Behs.
Just to correct
Very
the mistake.
simple.
Very
Behs.
simple. Why complicate?
Yes.
Behs. Simple. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend.